Hello, people. Good morning. Welcome to Ninja Watch. Glad to have you here. I am your delightful host. My name is Ima. Thank you for joining. Reporting live from Lagos, Nigeria. Yes, my people, reporting live from Nigeria. How are you? Good morning. How are you? It's the weekend. Yay! Who else is excited? I love weekends. So I'll be going out today. What are you doing today? Do you intend to spend your weekend? I like to know. I like to know. Yes, I care. Good morning to my people in the comment section. How are you? Thank you for joining in today's broadcast as always. Good morning, Mr. Edolite. How are you doing? It's good to have you here. Mr. Edolite is saying good morning, my people. They're saying good morning to you, to Sir Mommy Diaspora. Mama International, thank you very much for always being here, Mama dearest. Good morning to you, Ma. I hope the week is rounding up on a good note for you. Good morning, Johnson Emmanuel. You are the one terrorizing the last night show, right? It's good to have you here. Thank you for joining in today. I hope you're well, Johnson Emmanuel. Johnson Emmanuel, I don't know if probably by chance you don't get to see the link that is shared for you to join the platform. I have just posted it, so please do the needful by joining in someday. Come and do the talking. Let your mouth do the talking and not just your hands, Johnson Emmanuel. Okay. Good morning to my people, to my panelists. Good morning to you people. I'm waiting for you guys. Yes, I'm waiting for you guys. Okay, so moving on, our first paper for the day is Tribune. Okay, yeah, okay. Tribune, our paper says last 12 years challenging for Nigeria. That's from our president, the father of the nation of Nigeria. He's saying that the last 12 years has been challenging for Nigeria, blames terrorism on transborder insurgents, orders military to wipe out terrorists and bandits. So let's just continue. Orders military to wipe out terrorists and bandits. I am leaving behind legacy of fighting corruption, he says. My people, Nigeria will not make us angry. Today we'll have joy over our headline review. President Buhari has come out to say that he is leaving behind a legacy of fighting corruption. I cannot hear this alone. Okay, we'll go to the riders. Good morning, Mr. Kennedy. How are you today, sir? Thank you for joining in.
Thank you very much. Good evening. I did laugh, yeah. I did laugh. They follow you laugh.
The man will not make us angry today. We choose to be happy. We choose to be happy. Imagine saying he's leaving behind legacy of fighting corruption. It dares to say it.
I'm not.
God.
I'm not sure he's the one. I'm
This
sure.
man must have another Nigeria that is the president of, because there's some things he says, you just know that he's out of touch. What are we facing? You're talking about legacy, corruption in your government? No, sir. You don't have the right whatsoever. All right, Mr. Kennedy, I'm going to mute your mic right now. We'll get back to you to dissect these topics later. Constitution amendments. Okay, it looks like these people are hearing us while we talk. Us this week we've been talking about the constitution being a major part of our problem in Nigeria, and here on the headlines on Tribune saying that constitution amendments, Ogun lawmakers okay legislative judicial autonomy bills, 42 others. Yes, it's about time that this constitution is revisited. It needs. They just need to do better with our constitution. Over 60 vie for Alaafin stool as submission of application closes. The way people rush, yeah, for seats, for positions, you would think they have something to offer. You see this presidential election that they are doing all like that, they are running up and down like this, using their head, their everything, using even the brain that they don't have, they are even using it. You think they have something to offer when they get there. You don't know that they are good, they are rushing to go and do nothing. I think our politicians, people that hold office, they should be on minimum wage. Yes, so that that office will be is only people that are true and sincere, that can, that has the passion to do it, that will do it. There should be a minimum wage. Let's see if they'll be clamoring like this. Especially those ones I'll say before I made money or I made my millions before I joined police. So what you can't do there? What you can't do there? I will go on, please. Um, Twitter ban in Nigeria unlawful. That's from ECOWAS court rules. That's in favor of of the youth. That's in favor for people. Impeachment. Court dismisses Oyo deputy governor's case. Olaniyo to appeal. Okay. Rep someone Aregbesola orders over Kuje jailbreak. Right. We need answers. I hope this will be, carried on, to the later and not just abandoned. Court sentences Baba Ijesha to 16 years jail for assaulting minor. That is a very deserving sentence. That is a very deserving sentence, I'll say. I think I was even expecting more than 16 years. I was expecting more than 16 years. The brazenness, the lies, how someone would support. Do you know how that woman would have felt, like it almost feels like she used her hand, to do that to her child, because this is someone that she brought in like her own person. That's very, very painful. The betrayal, the hurt, it's and the shame, the way other people came out and were saying things. Well, justice has prevailed. One of those times that justice gets to be prevailed in Nigeria. So, good one, good one. Police uncover baby factory in Delta, rescue pregnant women. Gunmen attack INEC officials in Enugu. Registration machine vandalized. 2023, Muslim ticket threat to Nigeria's unity. Ohanize Ndigbo. That was from them. Oshun, Makinde, Wike absent as Atiku Okowa lead PDP grand rally for Adeleke. Court dismisses suit seeking Oyetola's disqualification. So Oyetola is going to, we talked about this yesterday. So Oyetola is going to be competing, or is going to be involved, participating in the election on Saturday. Oh, my people. So during this, so much talked about Osho rally, going to support that person and all of that. Everybody is there. Everybody is there. Aside from Makinde and Wiki, they are not there. Wiki is absent from this their supposed big campaign that they are doing. We'll go to the next paper. Daily Sun. Okay. APC shifts Shetima's unveiling as Bola Tinubu's running mate. APC shifts Shetima's unveiling. Could it be that the heat and the pressure from people, has gotten to them and they're trying to re-strategize or pick someone else? The unveiling was supposed to happen, I think, today, but it's been moved. Sharia Council accuses Khan of fanaticism. Sharia Council accuses Khan, Christian Association of Nigeria, of fanaticism, intolerance on Muslim tickets. Well, as I always say, everyone is entitled to their opinion. As I always say, Oshomole Defense Party's candidate. Oshomole. Okay, we have here release IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu now. Ortom charges federal government. Oh, okay. Governor Ortom is, charging at the federal government and saying that release IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu now. That's like a mandate or almost like an order. I'm not sure what this is supposed to do, but I hope it moves who it is supposed to move. Buhari reinstates commitment to secure peaceful Nigeria. There are some words or there are some sentences that does not go, line in line. Like the president saying is leaving behind of this. My people, the president is making brazen statements. Somebody needs to put that man in check. He is saying here again, Buhari restates commitment to secure, peaceful Nigeria. Says federal government will continue to provide required support to wipe out terrorists. Is it the same Buhari that when our military men, they go and do the needful, they bring back these terrorists? Is it the same Buhari that releases them that is coming to say is securing? So um, Minister lying to Buhari about lecturer strike, says ASUU. Yes, ASUU has come out to say that they are not urging the president to sign on anything. I mean, it is in the place of the president to order or say who signs a bill or who is going to sign whatever it is that they have to sign. And they are not the one to tell the president. And they've noticed that there's a miscommunication. I said here sometime last week of how 2 months after the election, while the president was entertaining an interview, he was asked about, what's the plans or the way forward for these people. And the president said that he doesn't even know that ASUU are on strike. But these things are in the news. How can you not know? How can you say you don't? If 2 months later and these people have been protesting, but you come out to say you don't know. And now the ASUU has come out to say that there is a miscommunication because the person who is supposed to be giving him these informations are not giving him the information. They are lying to him. And you know how the media has reportedly say, or the Minister of Labour Service is coming out to say that they are requesting for that Ngige, they are requesting for 2.1 billion. That they are not even requesting for up to that. And they are only saying that the what they promised to do since 2009, that they are still pending. It is the bill of 2009 that they are still pursuing for them to sign into effect, into law. And they should do the needful. They've stated, as you said, they've stated categorically the things that are needed, and they expect that they will do the needful. But they come out and say they want more money, and it's not just about money. That they need infrastructure, they need things to be in place. Also, that's coming from ASUU. Troops kill 48 terrorists as 3,858 surrender in northeast. Destroy 109 illegal refining sites, recover 2.7 billion naira, 2.7 billion naira stolen crude. All these things are these people are still people should pity us now. The other day, 400 billion naira textiles, something, found missing. All this money cannot be missing because we don't have money in Nigeria. Oh. All these monies that I'm getting missing, we don't have the money in Nigeria. You people have mind though. Hey, you people really have mind. Oyo Deputy Governor loses bid to stop impeachment. Nigeria wrong in banning Twitter. ECOWAS court. Talk to Minister of Information. Talk to the president. That the ones that did that. Which one is Nigeria wrong? Nigeria wrong. Did Nigeria tell you that ECOWAS? If you want to talk to our president, talk to him. Look him in the eyes and talk to him. Don't come and drag us in it. We were not even in support of it in the first place. Memo to Buhari alleging my resignation from APC. That says it's fake. Um, I have Brother Nice here. I'd like to say hello to Brother Nice. Brother Nice, good day to you. Thank you for joining in today. How are you?
I'm fine, and you? Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining, Brother Nice. Thank you. I'll get back to you. Mr.
All right.
Lucky, good day to you, sir. How are you doing today, sir?
Fine. Good morning. How is your day?
My day started well. Thank you very much, Mr. Lucky. I'll get right back to you. Mr. NCBD, good day to you, sir. Thank you for joining today's broadcast. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you. Um, Hope you're fine too.
Yes, I'm doing well. Thank you for joining in. Okay, my people. I'll take a few comments from the comment section. Guys, please, you know the drill. Let's do the needful. Like this broadcast, share this broadcast, invite someone, support Niger Watch with the dollar sign down there, and we have our details also. If you'd like to support us, we are it's an appeal. It's a very kind appeal to support this platform. Please do so. Please do so. We have this comment from Jacob D. He says Buhari is suffering from dementia. He don't even know he is the president. My brother, wahala deal. If that is if you are right, then there is a problem. If that man doesn't know that he is the problem, Mr. Kennedy, I'll be coming to you, Mr. Kennedy.
Thank you.
Mr. Kennedy, okay.
Yes, ma'am. I have a double login, so I have to log out, and I think I should.
All right.
Have a double login. I'm sorry about it.
It's fine, sir. So, what do you think with the headlines that has been read? Mr. Kennedy, are you there?
He's not around. He left.
Okay, Brother Nice, please, let's continue with you. Thank you. Have you been following the story, Brother Nice?
Yeah, I follow, but you spoke about a different one, so I don't know the one I have to start with.
Okay, this one. Buhari says last 12 years has been challenging for Nigeria. Now, he blames it on terrorism, on transborder insurgents. This is what the president thinks, has been our problem. He thinks that terrorism is because of the transborder insurgents. That is what he thinks. And also, he has ordered the military to wipe out terrorists and bandits. And he says that he is leaving behind legacy of fighting corruption. That is what our president has said, and that's what we are talking about.
I laugh in Chinese language. So that is just all he want to tell Nigerians. For real. I don't know.
Do you think are true? Do you think there's truth in anything he has said, from the fact that he said he's leaving behind a legacy of fighting corruption, or blaming the terrorism in Nigeria on transborder insurgents? Do you think any of that is even true?
Let me tell you, this is the first time Buhari have spoken the right word. That transborder insurgency is the right word. You understand? That is just what he knows. This what has he done about it? This is what I've been saying every day. I have been singing this every day. This transborder insurgency is the problem that we have in Nigeria. This is where government is supposed to focus on. Buhari administration is supposed to focus on. But is a unfortunate that when it's about to leave power, he now recognize this problem. Buhari, oh no. Now, all the rest that he's talking about is just out of point. That one, he said that he's going to leave a legacy of fighting corruption. That is just out of point. He's just saying shit. The real truth that he just said now.
Brother Nice, that this man has, self-acclaimed Mr. Integrity, as we used to call him before, and from day one, he has always been fighting corruption. Would you compare the corruption in his government, and you think it's better in his government, or you think corruption just became full-blown in his own government?
In the government of Buhari, corruption escalates. Not be joke. Now in time, chief of family staff, they thief millions. In time, CBS governor, they discuss millions. Now that they print money, they give federal government. They give different people. What do you want to tell us? Buhari time, now corruption escalates. Him himself, his wife, and all of them, they carry money, they go Dubai, go to steal. Which other government time all those things they happen? So I don't want to hear all those excuses. The real truth, the real fact, we just tell me yours now. Now I want just follow. Now I want deliberate on. You understand? That one we just explain, where I just tell you yours now. We just talk. Now that one I be the cocoa. Now that one I ain't supposed. Now those one I ain't supposed to focus on. Transborder a problem. All those Fulani that we were telling him that they are coming from neighboring country. They're supposed to seal our border in the north. You understand? Now there are all those kind of killers for enter Nigeria. We can kidnap Nigeria. They kill Nigerians. Where they can give them other different kind of name, bandit, S-men, Bubue, all of them, all those terrorists that they are from neighboring country. All those side swap, Boko Haram, you know. So now the fact
So,
now he
but
just
now
recognized. Now the
you
first time we
know,
Buhari they admit.
this is funny because this is the same man, you know, that said that they should allow. I think it's Niger Republic. These people were just flooding in through our land border. They came in thousands. I don't know if anybody here remembered that incident happening. People were curious, and people were saying, "Why are you bringing all these people? These people are not Nigerians." And he said he was trying to strengthen his relationship with this particular country. So you know, you don't need any form of identification, and they came in numbers. It was so much. So you're coming back now, and now you are saying that this is a problem. Is this not some form of short-sightedness or an intentional or deliberate agenda playing out?
It's an intentional. Buhari is doing those things, because is a. Let me tell you. Let you understand. Buhari have already said it publicly to Nigerians that he have extended family in Niger. So Buhari want to let Nigeria become the bread where that is where Niger citizen can come and look for a means of survival. That is why Buhari opened the north border for Niger citizens to come in to Nigeria to look for a means of survival. That's what you people don't understand. That's why Buhari don't want to block that border. I saw a video in a forest when there was some sort of Boko Haram inside the forest. Those bandits, they were inside the forest. Do you know that those bandits, they were speaking French? Do we have northerners that speak French in Nigeria? You people should answer me.
All right,
The people that speak French, the people, the citizens that speak French, they are from neighboring country that were colonized by the French people. So why are they in Nigeria speaking French? So we should ask ourselves questions. Buhari don't want to do anything about it because his extended family, they are from Niger.
All right, brother, nice. I have to go to some other person.
And let me just remind you something. Do you see that when he always tells you people that he's not aware, Buhari have a sickness which they call eczema. I don't know if you people understand the meaning of that sickness. Eczema is a sickness of old age. When you get to some certain age, you will start losing your memory. That's the meaning of eczema. That is what is wrong with our president.
How can we?
Thank you.
So, oh my God. Thank you very much for that, brother Nice. So if we are dealing with, if old age comes with, you know, some form of memory loss and, you know, all of those things that are attributed to, you know, to the glory of old age or aging, does it not say that we shouldn't have another old person in the office? The job of a president, especially a country like Africa that needs, especially a country like Nigeria that needs lots of reconstruction and all of that. We need someone that is agile, someone who pays attention, someone who is far-sighted. Mr. Kennedy, thank you for coming back. I noticed you had a network problem. Please, you have the floor. We are talking about the president's take. He's blaming the things that has happened, the things happening in Nigeria. He has said that part of the problem is trans-border insurgents and all of that. And, you know, he's saying that he's leaving behind a legacy, you know, that has fought corruption in Nigeria. What's your submission to that?
Thank you very much. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. I greet the panelists and listeners at both home and abroad. It's becoming very, very funny by the day. You know, I've already said that Nigeria is a federal republic of comedy. It's becoming very comic. If the president has to say he's leaving a legacy of maybe security and or whatnot. It's very surprising. But I'm not sure it's the president that is talking. It's still very surprising to me that the Buhari, are you with me? Yeah, the Buhari we all know. The Buhari we knew in 83, 84, 85 before he was ousted by Babangida regime. It's not the Buhari of these days. Even if, like Brother Nice rightly said, he said probably he's having Alzheimer disease. We have a lot of people with Alzheimer disease. He has a vice president that can assist. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm quite sure that there's something going on. The transborder insurgency he's talking about, I think it's re-echoing. If you can remember, in 2017 or 2018, when Buhari went on a trip abroad, he publicly declared that he was making the borders open to immigrants to come in. And at that time, I had a debate with one of my friends here. If he's listening now, he will remember when we had a debate. We almost fought in my business premises. I told him Buhari is just trying to bring these people in as insurgents, because for you to open a border, there has to be a kind of agreement. In fact, look at it. Is it that those people, they have jobs to do? When a country is opening its borders, probably the country has no enough labor, enough manpower to take care of the labor force. What were those people coming to do? Were they economic migrants? Were they politically prosecuted people? What were they coming to do? Do we have jobs for them? We don't even have jobs for our citizens. Why will you open your borders? I said, this man is bringing insurgency in here. And my friend was arguing with me. So we argued and argued. So that is what happened. He brought them in before the 2000, was it 2019 or 2018, 2019 election. He brought them in. He should not attribute the problem to trans border insurgency. He brought them in. So he knew why he brought them in. And he should know how to take them back too. So he's the one that brought them in, he should take them back. So if I have to speak on other issues too, like Ortom, I don't know if it's okay for me to digress, because you highlighted a lot of issues like Ortom asking the federal government to release, I think, Nnamdi Kanu or so. So I don't know if it's okay for me to touch on that. If it's not okay, I'll stop here. Thank you.
No, Mr. Kennedy, you can talk on that.
Okay. Thank you very much. Mr. Autumn has been very, very outspoken. I think he has transcended all odds. The federal government, I don't think they don't have any reason of keeping Nnamdi Kanu in captivity, because I've not seen the wrongs of Nnamdi Kanu. He's just agitating. He's agitating for his people. The people from the east have been subjugated. What was promised after the civil war was not done. The 3 arrows, which everybody knows. So he's agitating. I think, to me, he's peacefully agitating for his people, and he doesn't have to be kept in jail. And even if he has to be kept in jail, he should be tried. And whatever happens, the justice should take its course. If Buhari has the power, the know-how, the security know-how, intelligent know-how to bring Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, I think he should equally have the know-how to arrest this insurgency. It's a kind of one-sided business. That is why we are where we are, because the corruption. There are a lot of things that is attributed to corruption. It's not only taking money that is corruption. This practice too is corrupt. Arresting one guy because he's from a particular part of the country. So that is preposterous. It doesn't have to be like that. So Mr. Orton is speaking the truth. He's not afraid to speak truth to power. I think that is the kind of person we all need in the South, whether middle belt, whether South, or even the northern part of the country. He's very right. So the president, he said, he's not aware. He's not aware of the ASUU strike, and somebody is like saying probably he was not told. ASUU never came to tell me there's a strike, but I know. I'm here in Japan. So which means the president doesn't read newspaper, he doesn't listen to news. Even if he was not told, he should have He should be able to see it in the news or newspapers or even social media. He's banning Twitter. If he's banning Twitter, how is he going to get information? So I don't know. I don't know. There's a problem somewhere. I think we have to look inward. There's a problem somewhere. The president said he's not aware. 5 months now, we're getting to 6 months or thereabout. All the children are home. They are supposed to have graduated and probably move on to their masters and so on, or people doing their masters move on to their PhD. They are all at home, and the president said he's not aware. If he's not aware, and Mr. TINUBU or Alhaji TINUBU is trying to talk with the student union government. How come TINUBU is aware and the president is not aware? Okay, if he was not aware, TINUBU should let him know what is going on, if that is the case, because they are in the same party. So see, everything is just a scam. President Buhari's regime is a scam. To me, it's a scam. And last week or a few days ago, he said he was eager to go. Then I said, "Okay, if you are eager to go, just go now. Who they hold you? Make it just go. Make we get peace." You know. So that's my submission. Thank you for giving me time. God bless you.
Mr. Kennedy, thank you so much for being here with me once again this morning. Sorry, guys. I know you guys are seeing my face this morning. I had to fill in for Mrs. Ima. She's having some technical issues. That is why I am here to fill in. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. Thank you for joining us today on our newspaper review. Thank you, Mr. Kennedy. I've been saying this thing before. I don't think these guys are clueless. How can a old president of a country say that is not aware of the ASUU strike? Like Mr. Kennedy rightly just said, he's in Japan and he knows that there's ASUU strike. So how can a president of a country say he's not aware of the ASUU strike? Unbelievable. The thing, you get the way the thing they sound from my ear is unbelievable, guys. Let me just take time out to acknowledge everybody in the comment section. I can see Chima Chinedu asking, how do I join to contribute? Mr. Chima Chinedu, the link is just right there on the comment section. All you have to do is just click on that link and I will have you right here with me on the screen. Click on the link and you'll be here. I can see the mommy of all mommies, Mommy Diaspora. Thank you for being here again. I can see Daniel Alex. Hi, good morning to you. I can see Onwuka Ebuka Collins. Thank you. I can see Johnson Emmanuel. I can see Edo Lights Watch. Thank you so much for being here with us once again today. I appreciate you. I can see Godwin Agbazo or Aguzo. I don't know. Thank you. I can see Ogie Oliha. Thank you so much for being here. 2NG, Israel Asemota, Merrick Imade, Egbon Matthew, Jacob D. I can see you, Pat Oka. Thank you guys so much for being here. I can see Evelyn Olotu, Naomi Bella. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I appreciate you guys. And to my amazing panelists, I can see Brian Nice right there, Mr. Nsibidi, Mr. Charles, Mr. Kennedy. Thank you so much for being here. And to my amazing viewers, guys, thank you so much for being here with us once again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, that being said, Mrs. Ima is not here. Mrs. Ima is not here. This is Kachi.
Okay. Sorry. I wanted to say Kachi. Nice to see you again. Long time.
I'll be over nice. You don't run for my evening show now.
I don't dare you.
They don't go
to Emma.
You know good though. You know good. This is the way they do me. Good like this. We good.
No verse.
Hey, I want to see you this night though. This evening for debate though. Make sure say you come outside this night. Thank you guys. Thank you all so much. Very nice, Mr. Nsibidi, Mr. Charles, Mr. Kennedy. Thank you. I was made to understand Brian Nice has already contributed, and I came in when Mr. Kennedy was making his contributions. So I'm going to go straight to Mr. Nsibidi. Mr. Nsibidi, how are you today, sir?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you so much, Miss. I don't know. Should I say my sister Ima? I don't. Kachi, I don't know.
This is Kachi, you guys, not Ima. Ima is not here at the moment. I'm just feeling for her. Yes, please.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. So I think there were quite a number of things that was read, but I think I remember the one of Buhari saying that. Please, what did he say again? Because I think he said quite a number of things. He said can you just remind me what he said?
That is not aware. is not aware about the ASUU strike and is claiming to leave behind the legacy of fighting corruption and blaming
Oh,
insurgency on transborder insurgents. So that's just it.
yeah, that there's no legacy of fighting corruption. It's clear as day for everyone to see. We had someone from one of the chieftains of APC that came out and said, if you join the party, your sins are forgiven. We saw all the corrupt people that they were all accusing in PDP, all moved to APC, most of them, and all their corruptions was swept under the carpet. So there's nothing. It's just that's why those people that were doing those propaganda news publications and media campaign against um, Jonathan, we could all see that it's all propaganda, including this our Showore's Sahara reporters that dedicated their time. He even came out and proudly said that he's among the people that led the media campaign against corrupt Jonathan's government. You see, so my point is that there's definitely no um, legacy is as clear as day for everyone to see. There's no legacy of corruption. It was just something they lied. It was a strategy of coming into power, and unfortunately, many of us, not me, but many of the people from the south, even from south, they all fell for that uh, 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 cheap lies and propaganda. Oh yeah, there are some corrupt people in Jonathan's government, no doubt, but we know that that was not the main, issue why these people were coming to take over from him. Then this man of Ortom, Ortom that is saying that they should release Nnamdi Kanu. I think Ortom has just realized what is a lot of his predecessors and did not realize. They've lied several, over the years uh, against the agitators and people that are seeking for justice and equity, fairness, and just a proper functioning country. And they have made them look like the enemy of the people of the country. So unfortunately, the same middle belt, the same thief people were very much instrumental in fighting against during the civil war. So all of a sudden now we have one of their leaders coming out and saying he must release Nnamdi Kanu. So that's what Nigeria does to people. Unfortunately, there are still some people that are still thinking the way those people then in those days, decades ago, were thinking, clueless, and thinking that Igbo man is their problem. Unfortunately, now many of them can see that they have been, it was just some kind of misleading narratives that was out there. You know, everybody should have come together, rally round. The entire South should have been united and stand their ground, including the Middle Belt. Then we wouldn't have been talking about what we are talking about today. You know, the Southeast or the Igbos especially being one of the, if not the strongest arm of the South in wading off some of this evil, was now demonized. And a lot of the people in the South also joined in, fell for that propaganda, because of stories that their father or their, uncles and all that told them. We can see it, and I just pray that it's not too late already, because it's actually looking like it's, I just pray it's not too late for any um, change to be done that will preserve our existence in the entire country. I just hope it's not too, or our coexistence. I just hope it's not too late. But as it is right now, it's a very, very critical time. And there are some people that are still falling for that divide and rule propaganda that these people have put there. So, like the other brother usually says most of the time on the show, I think I don't know if it's Machiavelli, or there's a brother who usually talk about Ojukwu and all that. I don't want to go too deep into that. But at least now we could see that what some people saw many years ago that they were called evil troublemakers and all that, we could see that they actually saw the future. They actually saw what was coming for us. And unfortunately, as much as we love our fathers and our mothers and our old people, many of them were the people that was deceived and that was lied to and that was turned against their brothers and sisters of the Southeast, many of them. And now they even passed that that miseducation and foolishness to their children and to their people. And that's why some of them are still struggling with that mentality. So the sooner we come together and understand that we have more in common and we have more to lose as a people, the sooner the better for us. So obviously they should release, if they are recruiting so-called repentant Boko Haram members and putting them in the army. So what is it exactly that they are accusing Nnamdi Kanu of, that they cannot release him? You understand? So, and we want just accusations, just because the man is agitating and standing for his people, which everybody have the right to do. Fight for your people. How many times have we seen people, even from the same north, that have come out and stand for their people? So why are those people not in jail? Even the present, leader of the country, how many times did he come out and say and defend the North, only that they should not kill his people in the name of fighting Boko Haram? So let's just say the truth at all times. People are saying this thing. The North, long time ago, they have come out and said they want Sharia. So why are they not? Why have they not jailed all the people that came out and said they want Sharia law in the North? Why are those people not in jail? So, and it's not even the same conversation. So they should release the Nnamdi Kanu definitely, and also it will even encourage more sense of fairness, equity, and justice
Okay.
for in the South or in the Southeast. So that's what I have to say for now, my sister.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Nsibidi. I think you really touched on the topic very well. And, I've said this thing before and I'm saying it again. These guys are not clueless. They know exactly what they are doing. They are not clueless at all. And it's just so sad that this thing keeps happening and they just feel they can keep doing it because they just feel Nigerians are puppets. They can just say whatever they want to say to Nigerians and just, there are no consequences for their actions. So that's why they keep doing this thing. How can a old president says he doesn't know about the ASUU strike? Like, I find that very unbelievable. I find that I just don't believe that. I'm so sorry, but I do not just believe that. It's impossible. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Let me just take the remaining two papers, then I'll move to Mr. Charles. Okay, so the next paper we have here is the Guardian newspaper, and it says APC puts on hold Shetima's unveiling opposition mounts. APC puts on hold Shetima's unveiling opposition mounts. Why are they putting a hold to this? I literally thought maybe everything was all sorted out, but why are they putting a hold on it? I do not know. And the other part, it says violence, vote buying threatens fair, credible election in 2023. Vote buying threatens fair, credible election to come 2023. Okay, then I'll move to the next paper I have here, which is a Punch newspaper. It says PDP sues INEC. APC 6 OB TINUBU's disqualification. Why? Why? I don't understand. PDP sues INEC. APC 6 OB TINUBU's disqualification. The question now is why? I don't understand. Why are they seeking for? It just feels like APC has been in the news too much lately. I thought these guys are not a threat to you people. I thought these guys are not, they don't have a structure, they don't have the capacity, they don't have the finances, they don't have all of these things you people say they don't have. So what is the problem? Are they threatened? You know, I asked this question last night on the show. Are they threatened? What is the problem? What is the problem? You know, I always talk about us, you know, talking to our people. Is we're trying our best to tell them, oh, get your PVC and vote for OB. But I think we should start educating people, make them understand that this is the reason why you have to vote. When they understand the reason behind you telling them to vote for this person, I think they will have a better understanding. I think on that day, they will not participate in vote buying or vote selling, whatever the case may be. I just, the whole thing is just sometimes when I hear the news, sometimes when I see the news, sometimes when I just hear some people talk, I'm just in shock. Like, is it that they are not aware of our surroundings? They are not aware, they don't see what is going on around us. I've said this before. These guys are so quick to tackle issues that are affecting them directly. But when it comes to issues that doesn't affect them, they will just behave as if they are clueless. They'll just act as if they don't know what is going on. I don't understand. The beginning, they said the Peter Obi movement was an internet sensation. When I don't understand. Don't forget that the APC, they started this internet sensation come 2015 when they started with Say Baba and the rest. Don't forget that they started this internet sensation. They didn't call it a sensation back then. So why are they just calling it, oh, this is not just internet sensation? These guys are just mushroom parties. Why are they calling it now like that? Why? Hey, it's just so sad. We just have to, we can only keep coming here, keep doing the needful. You know, I said it on the show the other day that we're going to go on ground. We're going to go from street to street, from house to house. We're going to talk to people, educate them, make them understand the reason why this 2023 should not be business as usual. We have to make them understand. Peter Obi is no saint. He says that himself every time that he is no saint. But just take a look at what is happening. Let me not take your time, guys. Let me just go straight to Mr. Charles. Mr. Charles, please. Good morning to you. It's been a while.
Mrs. Emma, how are you this evening from here?
Oh, this is not Ima. This is Kachi. Ima is having a technical issue.
Oh, Miss Kachi.
Yes, this is Kachi.
How are you this evening from here?
Not a Mrs.
Oh, sorry for that.
Thank you, Mr. Charles. Please go ahead and make your contributions.
Yeah, I want to start from where our president said that that the people that are coming, the insurgents are cross-border people. I want to start from there. The question I want to ask, these people, who are they? Where are they coming from? Because we know at the beginning of this insurgency, our president made a comment that these are people from Niger, Mali, Senegal, and Libya. And who are these people? Fulanis coming to Nigeria. You see, when I said that this is an agenda, forget about all these things they are saying. Buhari and all of them, they know. I could remember one time the governor of Bauchi State made it categorically to all of us that a Fulani is a Fulani everywhere. They don't have country. A Fulani from Niger, a Fulani from Mali, Cameroon, anywhere, Nigeria, he said they are Fulanis. The same way, our president made it known to us that he has a relative from Niger. The same thing to all of them. And they open all these borders for their people to come in. Why are they fighting to make sure there is a Ruga in Nigeria? Their reason is to make sure they establish their relatives in all over 36 states.
Mr. Charles, do you even think that the bandits in Nigeria are foreigners?
There's not, yeah, there can be Fulanis that also join the Fulanis in Nigeria. They can be foreign Fulanis. You see, we all know the role Buhari and the Aero 5 play during the time of Goodluck Jonathan. They went out and brought Fulani machineries from outside Nigeria to Nigeria. We all know it's not a hidden something. These are not hidden something. Forget about that. The people are just most of our politicians who are just looking for position in Abuja are keeping quiet. Nigerians, we know all this. So anyone who is pretending, Buhari himself know. Before, as soon as Buhari came to power, he gave Mate Allah 100 billion naira. Why? Is it a fund or a grant? This has been happening, and Nigerians are keeping quiet. So when he say Fulani said this or that, if you think that is a cross-border something, then give an instruction to stop all this nonsense. You refuse. You have been keeping quiet. When Nigerians shout that people are being massacred, what do? You don't even make any statement. Now you are telling us, now that you are going, you are telling us that you are giving order. Which order? How many times have you been giving order? How many of all those orders have been carried out? How many Fulanis that have been jailed? How many of them that have been prosecuted? How many of them that have been caught? So these are the things we should ask our Fulanis. You see, like I always say, and I will continue to say it, these guys, they emasculate when we are talking about the North today. You see, this election is coming out. Everybody is running around Fulanis. Our dearly candidate, Peter Obi, his vice is a Fulani. I think it's a Fulani. Bola TINUBU, Fulani. Pankwaso, Fulani. Then I ask, is there no other tribe in North? Why Fulanis? They are emasculated all the North. It is no more Hausa. It is now Fulanis versus the South. And they came on with such an agenda to make sure that establish Fulanis all over Nigeria so that they can use that system to also subdue the rest of Nigerians. So that, imagine, when a Fulani is a president and you ask him to appoint a prime minister from Imo State, he appoints a Fulani from Imo State as an agent of Imo State. Will you talk? You cannot talk. These are the games they want to play. But our politicians from the South are being blinded because of greed. Look at people like TINUBU. Because you are desperate, you want to be a governor. You want to be a president, you don't even care. Because of your desperation, you went and pick somebody we all know that he is what happened to Chibok girls. He is the brain behind it. Somebody has been supporting Boko Haram. We all know. Because you are desperate. You want to be a president of Nigeria by all means. So you don't care what other Nigerians are saying. When you're talking about insurgency, insecurity in Nigeria, banditry, and all of them, look, Buhari and his government is the co-sponsor of this insurgency. If they are not, many times they have been accused of supporting these people. Have they come out openly and declare a war against this? Once a time, there was a time a retired army officer made it category that there are a lot of people in Buhari's government that are co-sponsor of this terrorism. In Dubai, they caught so many of them. Malami told us there are 200 of them. Have they come out openly and say this is not true? They swept everything under the carpet. Today, the bandits, the Boko Haram we caught, and they say they have repented, and they restore, they bring them back to the system. Where does those nonsense? Where can it happen? Few days ago, we are hearing Sri Lanka Prime Minister resigns. We are hearing that he resigned. Can that happen in Nigeria? Eh? So that they have succeeded in making sure that Nigerians they have put fear in us. When we talk, they use their foot soldiers, the military, Fulani military soldiers and police. They order them to shoot at the protesters. Today we cannot anymore. He said, well, let us stop talking about pretending. The Fulanis, I cannot stop. It's not about hating Fulanis. They have agenda. That is why they open border to make sure that Fulanis all over Nigeria are coming in. Which border? Do they open border from the Lagos? Do they open border in Calabar for people to come? If it's not only border in the north, they open. We're here talking, and people are keeping quiet. He don't know that this are happening. Why will he know? Because they have agenda. So my sister, insurgents, Nigeria insecurity. Honestly, each time I remember it, I'm very very angry about it because our people have kept quiet. How many people today we all know in Nigeria? The other governors are negotiating with bandits. They are negotiating with them, paying ransom to them. Bandits are making calls in Nigeria. We have military intelligence that can discover that the IPOB want to bomb Lagos. IPOB, but they cannot even with their intelligence and discover that the bandits they want to do this and locate their location and kill them. They can't do it. That's what we hear in Nigeria. It's only in Nigeria all this thing will happen. They put the full and they arrange. They make sure that other Nigerians, when you talk about the Igbos, it is that Igbos are the problem of Nigeria. Igbos are this. These are the plan of. These are what the Fulanis plan, and this is what they have been using to make sure that because they know that the Igbos are the only people who cannot accept this their nonsense. Today they make sure all that Nnamdi Kanu said is it not happening before our eyes today. All that he said from the beginning of Buhari's government, that is all that played out. Is there anything that he said that did not come to pass? No. So, my dear, insecurity in Nigeria, let us stop painting it as if it is Nigeria. This is the plan of Fulanis in Nigeria to take over Nigeria. That is why they are doing everything, waterway, this, that, bringing regard, what, to make sure that they penetrate other Nigerians, which Nigerians have been resisting it. So let us stop making it as if it's this an orchestrated plan of northern Fulanis to take over Nigeria. So if this, let me end here. And
right.
This is where I want to stop.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Charles. But I just quickly want to clarify something. You know, when something is happening, we tend to always generalize it. You know, I want to believe there are good Fulanis. You know, just like the way you're an Igbo man, Mr. Charles, just like the way people, you know, generalize, you know, the negativity of the Igbos. I know you wouldn't like that as well. So let's just try as much as we can not to, you know, generalize, because I want to believe there are good Fulanis, there are good Igbos, there are good Yorubas, and there are good people all over the world. Sometimes, you know, when we keep hearing a particular news which is negative coming from a particular place, we tend to always, you know, generalize. So I just wanted to put that out there, you know, for everyone that is listening. But before that, guys, I'm not seeing much likes. So only on YouTube, we have more than 100 people watching on YouTube alone. And these likes are not encouraging. I beg now. Is it because Ima is not here? That's why you guys refuse to like this broadcast. Eh? Is it because Ima is not here? Because please, you guys should help me like this broadcast. Like and share. Like and share. To like is free, and to share is free. You know, we always ask you guys to like so our message can spread like wildfire so more people can see this broadcast. That's why we beg you guys to please like this broadcast. Always try and like it. Please, now beg and beg. Thank you so much, guys. I'm going to go straight to the next person I have here, which is Mr. Lucky. Mr. Lucky, please. Mr.
Yeah, good
Lucky.
morning, everybody.
Good morning, Mr.
Yeah,
Lucky.
good
How are
morning,
you doing
everybody.
today?
I'm fine. Good day. Yeah, my contribution is that while Governor Ortom said that they should free Nnamdi Kanu, if the Nigerian government can free Boko Haram, why can't he free Nnamdi Kanu? That is the topic. That is why. Because you cannot tell me say 300 motorcycle enter a street, a village. Everybody must aware. Talk like a capital city. They operate for more than 1 hour. They go back. Just the government just want to free those people. They free them. Just free them. Because they are looking for many people now today. But even Buhari know everything about what is happening. See, they don't know that ASUU is on strike. If it's other country, only the demonstration in that ASUU Rock today, he will resign. But only that word is said. So because he don't have children, and because his children is not going to school in Nigeria, you don't know ASUU is strike for 4 months. That man is a dead man. It's already a dead man.
Mr. Lucky is
Because
6 months and counting. No, it's even more than 4 months.
okay,
6 months and counting since February
this month,
14th. This is July
you
15th.
see, he said he doesn't know that ASUU is on strike, and the man is still sitting on the seat, say president. That man just know what he's doing. He know what he's doing. He's the one open border for Fulani. Eh? If you say that they are from Libya, that they are for this so place. Nigeria have border with Libya. Why they can't go to the neighboring country and do what they are doing in Nigeria? It's agenda of Buhari. Every time we just pray, let us survive. Let's go survive us the next 8 months so that you can know what to do. Because if anybody get any intention to vote PDP and APC, that means you want to continue with this strategy of a Buhari, and God will not agree and will not succeed. Because God just helped Nigeria say we have other options. Because they already planned it out. And Wike is not doing well. Wike is supposed to organize South, supposed to organize everybody, play as a normal a leader or politician. See the way they dump him. He can't even revenge. He can't even play on the underground politics. Organize all the whole South behind Peter Obi. Without nobody even knows it. You see claiming for PDP and APC turning around. He said that he's a leader. That might just is a really Daboski, because he's the one cause for this problem. If it's not people, they see the way they organize their thing. If you can betray somebody like that for nothing, they will know how to mobilize people. We shall say that this thing what they do, they regret about it. And if it's not certain not they behave like that to them. Somebody our side behave like that to not that PDP, then maybe they'll just scatter that by this time, they'll just scatter that place. But you just keep quiet because you know that anything he say, they can come for him. Okay, see today now, upon waiting happen, he can't even say anything. He can't even decide anything. He can't even arrange it. He can't even arrange the politician. Can't even for our side, can't even arrange anything. If not Peter Obi now, what are we going to do? We are already caught into the two devil. But I'm blaming this Rivers State government. This is the one I'm blaming because he's the one. He's a leader. He have the balls to make sure he control people on that area. But he's one scatter. This one is not good. This one is not good. But he's only he cannot even do one to not. He go to Kaduna to go and donate 200 million. You go to this place here. You cannot even see the traditional ruler. You go and meet the governor first. But you come to our side, you cannot even see the governor. Go and meet the head. They underrate everybody. Later the day they dump her. I pray God will help us because we already have solution. Let everybody run around about Peter Obi, so we can be able to make the change. And then the next 2 to 3 years, Nigeria will be burning. If you listen to that the vice president of Peter Obi, yes, he make one statement. He said he don't want to talk about this security now. Because he said he make one statement one time. These people doing all these things, they are with us. But nobody get that ball. Nobody will talk. Even Peter Obi say it. When he take over Anambra State, there is a people, some about 3 guys come from neighboring state to come and operate for his state and go back. He attacked the governor, tell and see what is happening. They plan, they take those guys out, everything come down. To come on, because Buhari just arrange all these things. That's why you see all this security is just overrated in Nigeria. And after police gather there, the military gather there, you go there and release them. Abakari then will now see it. Nobody know where Abakari is. But tomorrow they'll come and ask America will come and ask the next president, say, where is Abakari? They can't ask Buhari now. They just create problem for us. And nobody talking about the debt. All this Buhari and TINUBU and Atiku now, nobody asking them. Because Peter Obi is already reviewing everything to us. That is a problem. The next 3-4 years, we cannot survive in that country. Even to say it's not by security itself, by the debt, you cannot even survive. Nobody talking about that now. TINUBU just want to convince everybody, just want to put confusion for everybody head. As he destroy Lagos, you want to destroy the whole country with your wife. Sitting down with the beggars, asking them to come and vote. God will help Nigeria. That is my submission. Let other people contribute.
Amen. Thank you, Mr. Lucky. Thank you, Mr. Lucky. Adulite was here before, but he left. But Adulite is back. Adulite, you lost your spot too. So I'm just going to go to Mr. Tunanja. Mr. Tunanja, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning. I think from what all the other speakers have been saying, things about the North. I personally, I don't think we are looking at the problem from the right source. I think we are more of the problem than even the North, because we are not looking at ourselves. And this thing where we keep pointing fingers all the time is because we are not doing our due diligence. Look, I've said this before. They not have a different way of life generally because of their religion, not necessarily because they are black people or anything or any kind of exotic thing, just because of their religion. And they practice Sharia and polygamy in that area. Their population is increasing more than that of the South. And as a matter of fact, from my calculations, in 50 years' time, they will have 70% of the population of Nigeria. And that is a massive demographic change that is happening because the South has decided to copycat the West. And just like we are all on YouTube now, they are not. They are busy doing their own things. They're always living in their old ways. So maybe that's what the elites have seen. That's why they're acting the way they are doing now. They've seen the trends, they've seen the rules, and they read it, and they know in time they will inherit this land eventually. Because of our ways. We are the ones creating it, not because they are forcing us to have 3 to 4 children per woman while they are doing 8. We are the ones doing it. And then we point fingers at them. What do you expect them to do? They are going to occupy the land that they are burning. So from that point of view, I think the South need to take responsibility for their own side and decide what they want for themselves. And if they say, okay, we want our education, we prefer education over population, go ahead, do that. Then you have to put things in place to protect you against the higher population in the north, so that we, in other words, have a proper democratic system. That is what you should fight for more. A system that doesn't take into account just because you are, Muslim, you have the law biased against you. But let's face it, democracy also allows for majorities to rule, isn't it? That's the whole point of democracy. So you see where we are now. We are in a situation whereby...
Mr. Tunanja, are you ready to have 4 wives with 15 children?
I'm telling you right now, I'm thinking I'm going to be marrying another woman soon.
Because I want to know, because this is your population. Are you ready to marry 4 wives and have 15 children?
Yeah, see, they are doing it there. The young people are doing it there. I'm one of those people copycatting the West. So the consequences, we can't pretend as if consequences don't come from our decisions and our way of life. We choose to put our education and everything else first. They choose to think, let's leave that one for later. Let's leave that one for later. They are suffering the consequences. They are not as well educated. They don't have access to all the pleasures we do today. But all the pleasures we are enjoying today, they will have it tomorrow, but in a different format, because they will have the higher population. So consequences, this is how life works. And I'm thinking, if you are betting right now, the way the population is going and the way the southern women are behaving, then the northern women will have the children that are going to be 7 out of every 10 in Nigeria. So it's just the data. That's what it's pointing to. So when we keep pointing fingers at them, we should be asking ourselves what we are doing to put ourselves in this situation. I can tell you right now, Nigeria is further away from our independence than from the time when the North will have 70% of the population in Nigeria. That's how close we are. That's 70%. The entire South will be 30% of the population. And that is because they are having a higher birth rate than the South. Consequences, So I'm not blaming them for that one. Somebody talked about security. You know what the last security situation reminded me of? Was that at least there were some Boko Haram members in the prison. Most people always miss that detail because we always think that they don't jail any of them. And yet they were able to release 60-something of them from one prison. So this is something that we have to contend with. Nigeria is not taking their security seriously. We all know that. And we, the people, should know that we are the ones doing it. It's not rocket science. America, the people are the ones paying for their defense. In the UK here, the people are the ones paying for their defense. They are paying over 50% of their salaries to the state here in the UK. They will pay for healthcare, they will pay for electricity, they will pay for everything. Not from the natural resources. This one is direct tax. Because the natural resources, let's face it, here in the UK, the rich gets away with a lot. The rich, they don't pay tax. They dodge tax. Google pays less tax than the average UK worker. They don't pay tax. So when we think it's only Nigeria, the rich gets away with murder, they get away with it here too. So the citizens have to shoulder the cost of everything. The middle class here in the UK are the ones that are carrying the nation. They are basically carrying the nation in their back, paying all the tax for the country, from their mortgages to their salaries to VAT to all kinds of petrol charges, name it. If you look at the tax the UK citizen pays, it's almost 60 to 70% of whatever they earn. They are paying it in tax. And yet, we envy them because they have a more organized system, because they paid a lot into it. In Nigeria, will have money. If you ask them, because they don't have the culture, if you ask them to pay into the state, they'll be like, why? They are going to steal the money. Yeah, but if you know where the money is going to, they can't steal it. They will steal the oil money, which is similar to what they are doing in the UK here. The UK, the elites get away with all kinds of money. Do you know how many trillions are filtered out of the UK economy and US economy every year? If Nigerians knew these things, they will start understanding the way the world works. This is how the rich gets away with stuff everywhere. It's not only in Nigeria. So we, the people, have to take charge and say, you know what? These people will keep getting away with whatever they want to get away with. We need to worry about ourselves, take care of ourselves, and make sure our systems are working. And when you do that, what is going to happen is that when the rich try to mess with that money, you will see how you will respond. It's not going to be funny. Nigerians will not take it funny, find it funny anymore, because now they know they are physically paying money to the system to build something. And if the rich steals it, they are going to get really angry. And that's what happens in the West here. If the rich touch their money that's meant for defense and all the rest of it and not provide the services, you have problems in the West. They literally go crazy here. They go after their leaders, they tear everything up, and then the next time they will not try it again. So we have, as people, I keep saying it, we the Nigerians are the ones that can fix our countries. Just look at how other countries work. It's not a WAEC exam. It's just right there on the internet. Check how much other country citizens pay for their systems that they have. Because when people put money together, the effect magnifies. It's not like just individually, because everybody put money together. Like if you pay money for healthcare, if everybody put money together, when somebody falls ill, they will help that one. When not someone that person, not everybody will fall ill, obviously, but whenever anybody falls ill, you have the peace of mind of knowing that that person will get good healthcare. We do this like in our meetings. I'm sure you all know about meetings that we have in our villages and our towns, where women gather together, they put money together, and they give it to one person to go and trade. And then they will put money together and give some other person to go and trade. The reason why they do that is because individually they are not capable of doing that, but as a group, it gives them the power to make a bigger change, impact. That is what we need to do for our country. That is what other countries have been doing forever. And we see it every day, and we just keep pointing at the politician. The politician will not save you. Every elite, look at this, look at every country that have elites. Before you change an elite, you literally have to tear that country to pieces. The elites are extremely embedded into the system. You look at France, look at Russia, look at China. Before you can remove the elite, you literally have to tear the country to pieces. Like you literally kill millions. And it's not something that is feasible in Nigeria. So you have to focus on the people where they have the power to make the change. And I really wish we look more in that direction, like the NLC, the ASUUs, the military, all these people, you bring them together and they start deciding, okay, this is what we want to do. And we start putting money together and we put systems in place to make sure this money doesn't touch the hands of a politician, not one politician, and it's possible. It's so easy to do. It's not even that hard to do, where the money doesn't touch the hand of the politicians, because the salary, all the payment institutions need is, or the banks need is the pay grade and the salaries of these people, the identities, and then you just forward it to the bank, and the bank forwards the money to these people. It doesn't touch the hand of a politician. And if people follow my own advice, I would say make the accounts public, so that when people are paying into the money, they can see their money going in. You know, in America, they display the amount the country owes on the stock exchange. They say, oh, this is the amount we owe, this is how much it is going up by every second and all the rest. Why can't we see the amount that our people are paying into the system, so that we know how much is going in there? And if somebody tries to steal it, we'll know that the money is being stolen. So these things, if we start looking at solutions, we'll start finding solutions. All these ones are from my own tiny brain. All right. Sorry, I think I've gone on a bit too long. Go ahead.
Sorry, is there any way someone can ask a question?
I want to please, it's brother Nice. It's brother Nice. I want to ask a two Niger question.
Brother Nice, I was just about to say something now.
Okay, carry on, bro.
Sorry. I was just going to say, I think maybe it might be a little bit what you also want to say to him. But to Niger, from what you've said so far, it seems that you're suggesting that people form a mono-autonomous system inside another country, because you're trying to separate the elites from public offices, and these same elites are the ones in charge of those public services.
Public offices.
If you're talking about NLC, that people should come together and gather NLC, who are they going to gather? Are they going to gather the lecturers without the minister for education or the So I think that we are just saying the same thing. We are fighting against the system, and if you rise up as a person to start creating your own system inside the system, what is that called? Is that not anarchy? And
no, not actually. If when you think about it,
wait now, is that not threatening? Would they come against you the same way they've come against people like Sunday Igboho and Nnamdi Kanu? So I think be clear on what we are saying. Elites are not some people sitting somewhere calling themselves elites. They are in charge of those systems you're talking about.
Okay, I think you have a point, because if you, my own direction was to say that when we go with the NLC and all the major organizations that represent actual people working in the economy, we can push the politicians, and I believe 100% we can make the politicians pass these laws to put these structures in place. That's one. And if they refuse, there's no reason why private listing or individual organization cannot form and take over the responsibility, because it's not the government responsibility. This is a voluntary contribution. It's not by law where you force people to start paying in. After all, union workers pay into the union, so does the law go after them? But they are paying into the union for just protesting and not yielding any real result for the last decades upon decades. We have to actually have to have teeth to actually help people. The whole purpose of life is it not to make our lives slightly better than we are passengers here in this world. We have to try to make it more comfortable, not just to carry slogans and threaten protests. You see what I mean? So
Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho tried to take charge of their people's security, supported by majority of the people on ground. What happened to them?
No. I didn't say anything about security. I was talking about in terms of security.
Generally, everywhere.
No. In terms of security, I did say that you have to make the government do what needs doing, and this organization, the military themselves, and all the rest. Because to me, it's an easy lift. It's so easy. You are on the side of the most powerful forces in the country, which is the military, the police, and the security institutions. The people right now are on their side, but they don't seem to know that. It's really strange, because you need these forces to defend the country. You should be rallying on their side, forcing the government, because if the people protest and say, we need more soldiers, we need you to pay them more, we need you to do this, what do you think the military is going to do? Come and shoot those protesters? They won't.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Mr. Tunaja, for what you just said now.
You have to try and be fast. We have other people who are yet to say anything on the show.
But I have not said nothing. I just came. Okay, they should talk.
I'm saying that you have to be fast with the question. Nice.
Yeah, let other person speak. I will come back later. Let me just listen.
That's fine. Okay. Edo Light, please. You're up next. Edo Light. Okay, I guess Edo Light.
I'm here. I'm here. My sister. Take one off. Okay. Dalu. So I've heard all what you guys are saying, since you guys are really doing great job, and I have to appreciate that. As I used to say, together we can, and as we are pushing, and God will be clearing the way for us. In Jesus' name, amen. And what I just want to say, just a few words, all this APC government, as I used to say, they are 419. So they are coming again by saying that they are going to close border or whatever they want to do with borders and all that. You understand? It's just a formula for them to buy our tent so that we can vote for them. We should not listen to them, because they have done a damage. They have damaged that country to the extent that nobody can breathe anymore, of which we don't want that. What my brother was saying just now, I think it was to Nigeria. I think, like NSAS, anything we are doing in that country, our leaders, they suppress us. At the end of the day, we don't get results. So for me, I think with collective effort and division of labor, I think we can just come together and see how we can bring up our brother, our father, that is Mr. Peter Obi, so that we can change the system. Even though when Peter Obi is there, we cannot just leave it for only him alone. We have to contribute as well, to bring, especially we that is in Western world, we have to bring all what we learn, what we experience here, the good ones, we have to import it back home. I think the system will be better. But for now, anything we are doing, maybe as my brother to Nigeria just said, I don't think that will be possible for now, because those people up there, they are shameless and they are heartless. They can do anything. But I think we have lost so much so in accidents, in people that are sick with only malaria fever, with headache. We have lost a lot, you know. So let's just trade according to how we are going, and together we stand. When we get there, we will start facing the system. The last thing I have to say is that once anybody is there, anybody that is there, I pray that Peter Obi must be there. The first thing is going to do for us is that light and database, so that anybody that is leaving the country, they will know. Anybody that is coming in, they will know. The Fulanis, the answers, and all that. We have to organize ourselves, because actually Fulanis, they are not Nigerians. We don't know where they came from. We have to separate all those people from Nigeria, so that anything that is going wrong, we will know, of which with collecting effort, we can do it. This is what I have to say. Thank you, everybody. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you,
oh,
please.
Okay, so that is all my submission. You know, we have to come together as we are doing it as division of labor. Then we can blow it out. And my sister Kashi, I beg, what you said you guys want to set up, people should set it up earlier, the better for us, so that we can do it as carnival. So that we can do it like carnival, you understand? Like my group now, maybe my village or the area I stay in, Benin, for example. If I say organize that one, Mr. BC organize, Mr. CC organize, at the end of the day, we will get a much crowd. You understand? So that is it. I love you guys, but God love you more.
We love you
Good
too.
job.
Thank you, Mr. Edolite. Thank you so much. I'm going to go straight to Mr. Juden. Mr. Juden, it's good to have you here on the morning show. Good morning to you. How are you doing today?
Good morning. How are you? How's everybody?
Very well, thank you, sir.
Thank you. I trying to get the topic today because I just joined you guys. I haven't been listening. I didn't even know you are online now. I just checked it.
Oh,
So what's the
really?
topic? Yeah. Is it the
Okay.
paper review?
Normally our morning show is usually the newspaper review. We get
Mm-hmm.
news from the newspaper every day. So today is the 15th of July 2022. So we're talking about we want to know your thoughts about Buhari claiming to leave behind a legacy of fighting corruption. And also he claims that he doesn't know about the ASUU strike. And Governor Ortom also came out to say that Nnamdi Kanu should be released because it doesn't pose any threat to national security.
Okay. I want to start with the Buhari's claim of fighting corruption. This is this is the most absurd. This is indeed very laughable. Is he fighting corruption when he's the father of all corruption? How can he be fighting somebody who is the father and mother of all corruption? In Nigeria, the perpetrator and the alpha and omega of corruption, how can he say he'll be fighting corruption when in fact everybody knows that the so-called fight of corruption are those people that are those in other party that he perceive that that are against him. Is that also Oshimole? Has he become from APC? Was it not Oshimole who was former chairman of APC that said once you come to our party, your sins are forgiven? And it has remained so. Once you become from PDP, was it not why so many of them become from PDP to APC? So that they will have a refuge there, all the corrupt politicians in Nigeria. as they're cross carpeting, because they know where when they get there, they will be protected. It's really absurd. Is it fighting corruption when it's in fact the mother of nepotism in Nigeria? When he introduced, he hired the Hausa Fulanis to occupy all the major positions in Nigeria. Is that the fight of corruption? And he instituted them there, and all of them have become multi-billionaires who never had anything before. For example, the useless attorney general, or whatever they call him, that now married his daughter. Is he fighting corruption? Look at how much billions and billions and properties Malami has acquired for these past few years here. He has joined Buhari administration. How did he get all this money? He's fighting corruption, and up to now, Abba Kyari cannot be. They could not allow Abba Kyari to be extradited to United States to go and face his crime that he has committed. And yet he could go to Kenya and kidnap and arrest Nnamdi and put him in jail for the past 1 year. And Abba Kyari, that has been known to be a notorious criminal, a drug addict, all kind of murderer, who was acclaimed the super cop of Nigeria. Nigeria is I don't know, Nigeria, all kind of thing happen. I've never seen a country as bad as Nigeria, where evil people are being rewarded and good people are punished every day. Evil people being rewarded. Abba Kyari called a super cop, being celebrated, whereas the man is one of the worst criminal on the surface of this earth. He has been captured now, he has been found, and they'll allow him to get him out to United States to go and face the music of his atrocities. They still keeping him there. Is that fighting corruption? It's so laughable that somebody like Buhari, who is endemically corrupt, he said he's going to sell the private jets when he took over, and then how many private jets is under his fleet? Going to London every day, almost every three months or so, to go and squander Nigerian dwindling resources in taking care of his ill health. Is that fighting corruption? The money he has spent so far in going to Britain or all the places he's been going for his ill health, to take care of his health, is enough to build a standard hospital that will be comparable to any standard hospital in the world in Nigeria. The money he has spent so far. Is that fighting corruption? Is that somebody that looks like fighting corruption? It's a joke. It's a joke. Like the same way Nigeria is a joke, the same way all the leaders are just joke and fraudulent. It's fighting corruption. And then under his watch, TINUBU could spend how many billions of naira bribing his way through to become their presidential, to clean the presidential ticket of their party. Is that fighting corruption? And he was there that very day during their primary, watching why money was exchanging hands, millions of money was exchanging hands, bribing delegates. Is that fighting corruption? Is it fighting corruption when he could open the gates he could allow the terrorists to come and open the gates of the prison under his watch to release Boko Haram that have been kidnapped? Is that fighting corruption? Fighting corruption by having somebody in the person of Gumi to go and be negotiating with terrorists and giving them money and funding them and giving them whatever they like. Is that fighting corruption? Is that fighting corruption? Okay, maybe in the context of Nigeria, that is fighting corruption because anything goes in Nigeria. The abnormal thing is what happens in Nigeria, and abnormal is being normalized in Nigeria. And while the normal is becoming a taboo in Nigeria, that is why Nigeria is so odd, very odd compared to every part of the world, where criminals are rewarded daily. Fighting corruption. Senators in Nigeria, they are all fraudulent, any salaries that no other senators in the world, in any country, earn as much as they earn. And yet, Nigeria is one of the poorest countries where people are suffering every day. People cannot even, the millions of Nigeria cannot even afford a square meal a day. In fact, a meal, not even a square meal, a meal a day. And yet you have the so-called leaders fighting corruption, where you have one senator brandishing 200 wristwatches, exotic wristwatches, and different or exotic cars parked in their garages that they're not even using. And this is fighting corruption, right? Indeed, fighting corruption. They should go and hide themselves in shame. They should go and bury their faces in shame.
Thank you, Mr. Jordan. Thank you so much. Our time is a bit fast spent.
It's really annoying.
I can understand the anger. There's nobody, I keep saying that there's nobody that thinks about the situation in the country that doesn't, feel this way. Anyways, let's just move to the next person we have here, which is Mr. Alex. Mr. Alex, please.
Yeah, good morning, Kashi.
Good morning.
Biko nye mengo kariri. Amo Igbo, Anambra omuze.
Okay. You guys are ready for me this morning, What is my Igbo speaking panelist this morning?
Actually, I would like to speak with you directly, okay?
Mr. Judy, no problem. I'm just going to drop our WhatsApp line on the screen. You can copy the number and send us a message. I'll put it right there on the screen now. All my speaking Igbo panelists, thank you. Well done. No, thank you very much. Mr. Alex, please go ahead.
Our president, for me, I think he's been having a lot of health problems. When he came newly, they said he was not hearing well. He has ear problem. I think now for him to say he's leaving a legacy of anti-corruption, I want to say he has dementia. We have a president that has dementia. He cannot remember anything, only when it has to do with monetary issues. A president that people accuse across the nation, and you are traveling around the world for different, excuse my language, to say stupid meetings of countries that are at peace with themselves. So we don't have a president. If we have, I think right now you should be taken to psychiatric. Maybe Yaba left or Uselu in Benin City. I heard somebody saying ASUU have to come to ASUU have to come together, Labour. My dear brother, for me, in my own view, ASUU is not the ones fixing Rwanda, or Labour is not the one fixing Rwanda. ASUU is not the one fixing Senegal. Labour is not the one fixing Senegal. ASUU is not the one that fixed South Africa to the level they are today. Labour is not the one fixing South Africa to the level they are today. ASUU is not the one fixing Singapore. Labour is not the one fixing Singapore. What fixes a nation is a group of political leaders with the love of their citizens at heart. When you don't love your citizens, what we have in Nigeria is a group of wicked, devilish, very satanic set of leaders, very satanic, very occultic people who've sold themselves to the devils. They don't care. They have no human feelings. So Labour has no issues with fixing the country. There are good elites in different parts of the world. There are elites who are businessmen, who have businesses in the country, and they are paying their taxes. It has nothing to do with elitism. Even a politician can grow from a level of being a political person and become a good elite. We have satanic elites, and they are all political. Nearly 95% of them are all, they made their money from politics, or they made their money through dubious means and venture into politics and increase their wealth. So for me, telling, we know how to rigmarole around the truth. When we have somebody in government, when we have sentiments, we have friends in government, we have friends among these killers, among these looters, among these, wicked people who do not care that by this time of life, you should not be battling about electricity nationwide. By this time of life with globalization, technology, when students in some countries in Africa are even using electricity as their project, they power a village, they power a street. Engineering students are doing it in Kenya. They are doing it in some African countries. And we have an intentionally daft, callous, wicked government nationwide. They are just wicked. So it's not the duty of any labor group to fix anything. People come together to say, yes, just like Ghana is doing now. They are making progress slowly. They come together to say, yes, gentlemen and ladies, this is what we must do. This is what how we can go. These are a group of people who are representing their different regions. They form a government out of the love to put their nation on world map in the positive light. These are how changes come. Until then, when you have devils in government, continue to expect killings while they go out whining and dining with their own associates. When the nation is on fire, jailbreaks everywhere, and the president is flying to another country to go and drink and eat. What wickedness! Nationwide, people are complaining about students being at home. You see the level of daftness, the level of wickedness, the level of darkness in these leaders. Students are in school. Education is what you don't joke with as a leader, because most of them did not go to school. They bought their results. They forged their results. I remember the British government released a press statement when Obasanjo became, a president in 1970s, that a mechanic has become a Nigerian president. Because Obasanjo was a mechanic in the military with a polytechnic result that is not even verifiable. So these are the kind of people we've been having. So for me, my heart bleeds when I see people, because your brother is in government, your friends are in government, or you are getting contracts, or you are connected one way or the other. You are telling people, ASUU, labor, human pressure. We are the one. Who told you that? Is it labor that is making changes in Germany? Is it labor that is making changes in different countries? It's the government that started. Then they cannot incorporate other people like the labor and the rest. You must have people with the right political will, to people who are selfless. Can't you see names, beautiful names like Nelson Mandela? After 7 days, he was a president. He even had one more tenure to go. He said, I'm tired. Continue from there. We had people like Julius Nyerere of Tanzania, who even forgot to pay his children's school fees because he was a farmer, and as a president, he was too busy. He came as a president. The same car he came with was the same car that he left with. We had a guy who came as a military man in the name of Thomas Sankara. He disconnected air condition from the government parastatals and said, we are here to work. He drove away his family from government house, employed 10% of the population in agriculture, and transformed his country in 5 years. His skyscrapers and achievements are still speaking today in Burkina Faso. We have great leaders, great leaders. Then you tell me we should look at ASUU. What can ASUU do? What can Labour do? When we have government, we have commander-in-chief of the forces. Are you kidding me? Is this the level they've reduced us to think because of money, contracts, because of affiliations? We must continue speaking the truth. When the military was doing their own, people came out, spoke the truth to them, resisted them, and is what we are doing now. Thank God elections are coming. We must keep saying it to them. If you are tired of hearing it, no problem. There are women who are at the hospitals right now, they cannot even give birth. There is no electricity. It's rainy season now, everywhere is leaking in government clinics nationwide. Whereas your leaders, who you are protecting, are only, each time they have malaria, they run to London, they run to France. And you tell me to tell ASUU to go and fix hospital, to go and mount pressure and form a party and take power from these evil people. No, these guys are evil. Call a spade, not a shovel. We must identify the problem first. We have a set of wicked leaders, clueless leaders, void of ideas, people who do not read books, people who are not educated, who do not know the meaning of governance, who don't know the meaning of citizens, human rights, democracy, separation of powers, rule of law, people who do not know organs of government. They don't know. Our president don't know nothing. He knows nothing. He's a military boy, military brought up. All those results, you see them, they buy these things in different countries of the world, or they forge these things. TINUBU just now is an example. Where are his results? As the school come out now to a big school like that in Chicago, have they come out to say, no, he's our student? How long does it take to bring out a missing result? And you tell me to tell ASUU to form a union, student to form a union, and mount pressure. What pressure can you mount? Did you see the pressure? Were you not there when students came out in the name of the SARS protest? Did you see it for over 11 days? The whole nation was on a standstill. So for me, we need God-fearing idealists, people who are educated and patriotic leaders. We just need them. Some countries are lucky to have these people once in a generation, and they lay the footprints of how we must go. So Africa may be not, they are not perfect, but they are okay compared to us. Rwanda is not perfect, but they are okay. Even if they have a dictator there, we are not the first to have military government. Why has the 30 years of military government of northern people, why has it not transformed Nigeria? The Quran that they are reading in Nigeria that are easy to kill themselves and put themselves in darkness, is it not the same Quran Saudi Arabia is reading? Is it not the same Quran Qatar is reading? Is it not the same Quran Dubai is reading? What is our problem? Is it not the same Islam? Let's assume religion is a problem. What is our problem? The same crude oil we have, the same crude oil people have. We are a member of OPEC. There are no results. Whereas we hear politicians, we see them display their wealth. 2 years in government, they buy properties worldwide and they show it on social media. They take their children to the best of schools. And you tell me to tell ASUU to mount pressure, to tell Labour to mount pressure. With due respect to my fellow panelists, I think some of us are sentimental because we are benefiting somehow from this wickedness, bloodletting. But I want to tell you something. Nothing lasts forever. Change is coming. Change is coming. There is no way ASUU can effect any change. The worst thing they can do is what they are doing now. So I will drop it there.
Thank you.
But I'll be all the way.
Thank you, Mr. Alex. Thank you so much. Oh my God. I really enjoy whenever you come on show to talk. Thank you so much, Mr. Alex. I'm going to go straight to the next person we have here, which is Mr. Chris George. Mr. Chris George, are you ready for me, please?
Do I have any right of reply?
Good morning, my panels. Good morning.
Do I have any right of reply? He accused me of all kinds of stuff there.
Good morning.
I didn't stop him.
Honorable colleague, please. Okay, thank you, my panels. I appreciate all of you for your contribution. It's wonderful. I'm so happy to hear my fellow Nigeria. Let me start from the top to the bottom. Nigeria is a nation. When you are benefiting, you keep quiet, because in our Igbo adage, he said that when when abominations stay wrong in a land, it become a tradition. Before, sorry to say this, when women wear trousers, we see it as a what? As a evil. But now, women wearing trousers have been centralized everywhere and centralized. You see, corruption, the word destroying Nigeria is corruption. 2, religion. 3, tribe. Nigeria is a nation of multiple tribes, multiple different people with different understanding. Besides, it's a black nation, because a black man who does not travel out of his land is like a blind person. And a black man who does not have knowledge of education, there's no difference of him and a dumb person. When we go to the politicians, and we hear that our brothers are in government offices, there is a nation where we are benefiting, keep quiet in an abomination happening in the land. Okay, for instance, I'm in Quito, Ecuador here. Ecuador is a nation blessed with many different resources, and Nigeria blessed. But because of the high rate of corruption in Ecuador, the elite or elite, whatever they call it, squander, they embezzle their money anyhow they like. A day come when citizens say enough is enough. Complete 15 days, even the politicians, even the presidents, everyone indoor, no one move out. The issue of that particular thing resolved. Imagine a nation that have fuel. A fuel is $5 per liter, $5 per liter. A nation that producing that fuel, selling a per liter $5. When you convert $5 to Nigerian currency now, you know how much it is. So, what am I saying? The politicians are just playing with Nigerians' life. A nation that ASUU, which is mentored the basic of education, the highest education in the land, are completely strike. And President Buhari said that he's fighting corruption. The worst part a nation can offer its citizens is what? Deny them education. Because when you deny your citizens education, you are completing giving them what? Killing, atrocities, and many more. You are completing them leading towards a blind narrow. Because somebody said Western world. Western world is a world that offer them citizen education, invest their citizen, and understand the emotion of their citizen. Like one of my colleagues say in Kenya, I have been in Kenya in 2016. Kenya is a nation that invests in their citizen. But let us take Nigeria. Nigeria doesn't invest in their citizen. The politician squander whatever they have. The politician bears on a selfish interest. I keep on asking my fellow friend in Nigeria this question. The people representing you in your local government, the people that you are voting, since in some local government, basically in my state, in Anambra, in my local government, there's no good road there over so many years. But we have local government chairman representing us. You see, Nigeria is a nation that's not worried about the life of the citizen. Nigeria is a nation that human life there's not about human life. Nigeria is a nation that when we are poor, you keep on being poorer. When you are rich, you keep on being rich, like in Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is a nation that if you are poor, you keep on being poorer. You are rich, you keep on being rich. So basically, the same as Nigeria. Someone say, nation, how can Nigeria offer them self-employment? So citizens are paying for what they want, government are doing for them, because I can't pay if I'm not benefiting from the government. What essence of not paying? You are not giving me electricity, you are not giving me education, you are not giving me water supply, you are not giving me social amenities, nothing you are giving me. So the one I'm had my own money, sweating, put my hand in every source of sound, I will use that and give government. The final day they will squad it. So what are we saying here? The best part Nigeria can be what? Develop and do what? Transfer the cities into the best way of living. You see, I keep on saying this in the platform, different platform. Let me that power in Abuja will be decentralized.
Mr. Chris, we're finding it difficult to hear you.
Okay.
Hello, Mr. Chris.
Yeah, hear me now. Oh my God. Please, can you hear me?
Okay, we can hear you now, Mr. Chris. Please round up. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let me say, Buhari regime is worst part regime. It's a regime that rule with the terrorism, tribalism, ethnic bigotry. That is what I classify a Buhari regime. There's no legacy Buhari left in Nigeria that left terrorism for Nigeria, left Nigeria division, left Nigeria disintegration. So I'm not seeing any good from this Buhari government, because now it cannot work from Lagos to east peacefully. It cannot travel from Lagos to north peacefully. So what's the sense of Buhari government? It's government of terrorism government. I'm not seeing any benefit of Buhari government. Even we in Ecuador, we are planning to come back on Christmas. But are you coming back for you to be killed? For you to be terrorized by herdsmen? So I'm not seeing any good in this Buhari government. So if anyone praising this Buhari government, it's the worstest government I have ever seen. There's no difference in Buhari government and the Abacha government. That's what I'm saying. And I want you, the panel, to please, the another host was supposed to hold here. Let us debate how this power in Abuja can be decentralized. We go back to autonomous governments. Every state will take care of affairs of the state. And everyone will know the person representing them, the government. Some of us doesn't know who is representing us in our local government, who hold accountability. So that's where I'm rounding up now. because nothing is working in Nigeria. So thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Chris. That has bring us to the end of the show. But you know how we roll now. I'm going to give everybody the opportunity to round up. But guys, I will implore you, I will urge you all to join me. I'm coming on live right now because there's something that we have a breaking news right now about Peter Obi. I'm going to be coming on live in a few minutes after the end of this broadcast. So endeavor to join me for us to talk about it, guys. Thank you all so much. Stella Oresanwa, I see you right there. I see you to Nigeria. I see you, Johnson Emmanuel. I can see you, Chinonye. I see you guys. I see you all. Thank you all so much for joining me here once again today. Show me TT. Thank you so much, Johnson Emmanuel. Femi Bash, I see you right there. Thank you all so much. Ima, I see you. You leave your show for me. I become comment section. They enjoy. I see you right there, Ima. I see you, the mommy of all mommies, mommy diaspora. I see Chimaobi Uzoko. Oh, thank you very much. I can see Destiny over here, but thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate you all. To our amazing viewers, thank you so much for being here with me. I can see Edo Lights. Thank you all so much for being here with me. But before I round up, you know how we roll. I'm going to give everybody the opportunity to, round up everything that we've been talking about so far. I'm going to start with Mr. Jordan. Mr. Jordan, can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, please. You have 30 seconds to round up. And don't forget, I'm coming on live just after this show. We have a breaking news about Peter Obi. So, guys,
Okay, so I'm going to stand by.
Summary. Thank you.
Yeah, just for the for the note, the brother that spoke a while ago was saying that Buhari administration is just like what is his name? What is it called? Abacha. No, I beg to differ because Abacha's administration compared to Buhari is a saint. Abacha was a saint compared to what we are experiencing, because in Abacha's administration, people were being killed and slaughtered. Nigerians were being killed and slaughtered every day like we have it today. The prisons in Nigeria were being broken into by Boko Haram, and Abacha wasn't rolling out red carpet for criminals, for terrorists in Nigeria, like Buhari is rolling out red carpet to them and funding them. Abacha wasn't a criminal, but Buhari is Abacha wasn't a terrorist, but Buhari is a terrorist. Abacha never. There's so many things Abacha never did that Buhari is doing today. Abacha never had the kind of impunity Abacha's administration never experienced, even if there were a military regime that exercises impunity, dictatorship. Okay, he's not even anything near what we're experiencing today. Nigeria is in its worst state ever. I would even say civil war, except during the civil war. Otherwise, Nigeria is in its worst state. Kudos to Buhari, a terrorist. Okay, and then many governors, Peter Rufai, who are the accomplices, who are terrorists, that went to Niger and other African countries to invite terrorists, import terrorists in Nigeria, including the so-called the vice presidential, the running mate of TINUBU now, who is also a known terrorist that has been now appointed or selected to be running mate to TINUBU. Okay, so all this, Nigeria should open their eyes, because this election actually is not about P2B. This movement that is going on now, it's not about P2B. P2B, I would say, is just a child of necessity, or a lucky child that just came up at a time where Nigerians have been yearning, seeking for at least one person, one day, that will represent their interests, that will think how they think, that will see the yearnings of the people of Nigeria that have been so bastardized through religion, through politics, through tribe, by the people that are supposed to protect them, by the people that are supposed to provide succor, by the people that are supposed to, show them the way, make them actualize their full God-given potentials. As one of our brothers was talking about oil. You see, many countries today don't even have the resources, don't even have 1/3 of the resources that Nigeria has, and yet they have developed so much so that Nigeria cannot even catch up with them 100 years to come. But we have every resources, and somebody, I think, was it not last week? Somebody was talking about the people contributing money and Nigerian government taking money from people's bank.
Okay, Mr. Jordan, thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Jordan.
You're welcome. We'll leave it for
I'm going to
them.
go straight to Nigeria. To Nigeria, please.
We can't hear.
Mr. Tunanja, we cannot hear you. Let me just go straight to Mr. NCBD. Mr. NCBD, please go ahead and make your
Yeah, you can hear me now.
I think he was muted. Huh?
Yeah, I was muted.
No, you were not muted. Mr. Tunanja, please go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't understand how people cannot understand the simple concept of people putting funds together to fund institutions and fund whatever they want. We pay into health insurance all the time. We pay into car insurance. We pay into all kinds of things. And when they tell them to do the same for their country, and they act as if the government emerges from nowhere. The government comes from the people. It's like a pool. When you see a pool, do you see the water drop looking different from the other parts of the drops? It's just you create the leaders you get. We act as if these leaders are just coming from somewhere else, like Mars or something. I don't know. Because all these people that are in the West, it always starts from beneath. Always. Not one of them from anywhere else. It doesn't just start from the top. It always starts from the bottom. From Lenin to Mao to the revolutions that happen, even here in the UK and in France. If the people don't desire change enough, they are not going to make the change. The people have to take it on and say, when I say these organizations can do them, I'm advocating for a peaceful way of doing these things. It looks like some of all these people that are just making noise. I just want to spill blood in this country. And I don't want our people's blood to be spilled because we have hyenas circling us that are going to take advantage of everything and we will never achieve anything out of that bloodletting that we do. We don't have that luxury. We have to do this stuff in a smart way that the modern way of life allows us to do, something that most of those people that shed millions of lives never had. We have to see clearly here. We have the power, and somebody used the SARS as an example. What he missed was the SARS protesters got what they wanted. However way it came, they got what they wanted because we always misread the wrong information from what we've done. Those sacrifices that were made that day, honorable sacrifices they are, a lot of people have lost their lives without making the sacrifice for anything because they were just killed for nothing. And when we say people should just put money together, find ways to force the government to do something, no, the government should just emerge from nowhere. What kind of mentality that you can shout all you want is not going to give you solutions? You're just going to bang your head against the wall and fail. You know how many of our leaders have failed in the past? From Garini Fire and me, all of them, they've been shouting. Their voice is raised. It never got them anywhere because they didn't read the runes. They didn't read the runes. Please, let me just finish. Because that guy
please try and round up because we have another show coming up right now, please.
Okay. All right. So we have to start taking responsibility. The people of the West pay money to the systems. If you keep saying that you have to expect the government to do it for you, if the government is not doing it, then you have to take charge. Until the people take charge, you're not going to create the leaders that you want. The reason why Peter Obi is doing well right now, because there's a swell of people that want that change. It comes from the people. If the people didn't care, they will still be looking at TINUBU. I don't know why we see the leader at the top, and no wonder why people like to chase leadership, because they don't understand what it means. Leadership is about what the outcomes for the people. It's not about aggrandizement and vanity. But I'll leave it at that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Tunanja. Mr. NCBD, please just try and make it quick. We have another show coming up. Our time is already fast spent. Thank you.
Thank you. I agree. It has to start from the people, but the people, and the only way the people can make a statement is by pushing for the right person to be there. But any other thing apart from that, I think we are just far-reaching, and we are saying things that might not, that is definitely going to be nipped in the bud. So, but also, I just have one thing to say to this Tinubu and his supporters. If for adventure your hopes of Tinubu comes to pass, that he becomes president, what do you think will happen? Can you guarantee that he's going to live as long as the Buhari? Because some people say, well, we said the same thing about Buhari, but it's still there. People, by now, we should all know that people are not the same. Everybody has their own life to live. What happened for another person might not happen for you. And who is going to take over from the Tinubu that you are hoping on? Who have been set as his vice? So if that happens, which we are praying and we believe that it's not going to happen. So let us just be very careful the way we are wishing for things. Don't be blinded by your tribal sentiment and all that. You have to think far, think for the good of your, of the people. So that's all I have to say.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Insecurity. Mr. Alex, please, you have the floor. 30 seconds, please.
Yeah, thank you. My point is this: the NSAS protest victims did not die in vain. Ganifa Wemi's voice did not go unnoticed. The fire against dictatorial tendencies, the fire against corruption, the fire against wickedness is still on. If we cannot ask you as citizens, God will judge you as a corrupt politician, as a wicked politician. So for me, if you are elected, you campaign with promises. You promise to do this and that, and you are not doing it, and we are saying you should do it. You see it as a crime that we should go and form unions to raise money to come and fight it when we have a common wealth, common patrimony that is being looted by these wicked people. And you expect us to keep quiet and fund our movement to take power. I don't understand the rationale behind this explanation. As far as I'm concerned, if you have a caring leadership, the country can be fixed in less than 5 to 8 years. So we have wicked people. We've not been lucky, like South Africa, like Ghana, like Rwanda, like Senegal. I've not heard that unions are the ones fixing these countries. Until we tell the truth to power, until we tell truth to ourselves, even though we are benefiting one way or the other from this wicked system. I have people who are in government, but I'm not a corrupt person. I'm not perfect, but I don't believe in dirty money. So I don't believe in, painting the truth. Until we keep speaking the truth to ourselves. One day, just one day, we will sing a new song. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Alex, for that contribution. Mr. Charles, please, you have the floor. 30 seconds, please.
Yes, my sister, I've been listening to so many people. You see, there is something we are missing in Nigeria. Like I always say, government is a business. And let me take, for example, here in Australia. You don't just come and become a leader from nowhere. And this is where we're missing it in Nigeria. People just come from nowhere and they say they want to become a leader. People that we cannot say this is where they are coming from. This is where and how what they have done in their private life, and this is how they have become successful. This is how they have grown to come to a level where they are today. We don't have such people. We just see people who just from nowhere. They just came in and they want to become a leader. Nobody can ask them question. And if you call them for questioning, some of them will just ignore it. They will not come. And Nigerians don't want to even, honestly, I don't know what they have done to Nigerians. I don't know. I can't just tell. Because as far as I'm concerned, government is a business. If you, on your own, as a private sector, on your own private business, if you have not done well in your private life, I don't see how you will do well in the public life. I don't see. You see, as far as I'm concerned, all these our leaders, I cannot say this is where they're coming from. I cannot say it. And today, at least, we have seen someone whom we can say today, at least, we are not saying he is perfect. We cannot say he is best, but at least among all the leaders we have been seeing all these years, at least we have seen he can come out and say one or two things about his private life. And our people are just turning their blind eyes, turning their back against him, or they are just seeing it as if he is one of them. I pray that Nigerians, will wake up because we have been deceived for so many years. All of us, we live in a foreign land. We see how things work. We see
Yes.
how. Hello?
Yes, Mr. Charles, thank you so much for that contribution. Our time is already far spent. Thank you guys for being here with me today. I appreciate you all. Like I said, guys, we have a broadcast coming up right away after this, and it's centered around Peter Obi. I would urge you all to join me on that broadcast. Thank you all so much for being here with me, Mr. Nsibidi, Mr. Tunanja, Mr. Juden, Mr. Adolite, Mr. Charles, everybody that was here, Mr. Charles, and Mr. Oh, sorry, I literally just forgot that person's name right now. But to all my panelists here today, I appreciate you all. To the amazing viewers, thank you so much for always taking time out to watch our videos. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe if you're yet to do so. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. God bless you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Have an amazing morning. Thank you. Bye and ciao, ciao.